There's been a lot of little tasks that have accumulated throughout my life recently, and some tough decisions that I need to make, and so I decided that I would vlog today so that you can come along with me and get them all finished. Let's go. It is very windy today. It's a nice autumn day. It was super duper cold last week, so we're making up for it with 80-degree weather this week. There are literally so many people. When I'm walking, I usually run through scripts for like stories and future award speeches I'm gonna get, hopefully, maybe. And then I turn the corner and there's someone doing lawn work. And I realize that my volume has been growing and growing this entire conversation that I'm having with myself and my dog. And they probably think I'm insane now. It's really embarrassing. The next thing to do is clean out my coffee mug and turn it into a tea mug. And since I was already on it, why not add one more task to the list? I decided that I was going to remove the stains, or try to remove the stains, from 2 of my favorite mugs, in addition to the one that I had initially gone out to clean. I did not succeed 100%, but I made some really great progress. Of course, after all of that was said and done, I didn't end up using any of the 3 mugs and opted to use my tea diffuser. So I'm a little far away from the camera. I have my Black Dragon tea. First thing on my to-do list is to trim my nails because they get really long and I don't like it when they're long. The stuff just gets trapped under them, even though they look pretty clean. I grabbed the small nail clippers and they are absolute crap. I just listened to a recording of myself back and the audio out here is absolutely terrible because of the wind. Oh, I just burned my tongue. The next thing to do is finish editing a video so that I can delete all the videos out of my camera roll and have more storage so I can film this vlog. Luckily, the only thing that I really have to do is review the vlog, make sure all of the volume is correct, and that nothing is out of place. Just so you know, I am fully aware that I look really bad in this video. I do edit my videos on CapCut because it's free and like the stuff it gives you is great, but sometimes the quality is not there. 'Tis time for a break because I need to keep this screen open while the video exports and my headphones are dead. The one thing that I really just haven't gotten down is my thumbnails, so they're very inconsistent and I sincerely apologize. So I scheduled the video. It is processing at the moment. It's gonna take a while because it always does. I had this idea the other day. When I do more meaningful vlogs, not that this one is meaningful, shouldn't I make conclusions a whole different video? So I could make a whole video about what I learned from writing a speech and what I learned about the writing process from doing this, and blah, 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 blah. And I have a lot of these trying new things or like writing for as long as I can videos coming up. So like, why don't I make conclusions a whole other video? I did a video called What They Don't Tell You About Writing a Song, 10 Very Specific Tips for Preparation. I could do that, but like with every single one of my videos. While I make more tea, waiting for that to boil and all, the next thing that I will be doing is, while we're on the topic of OOs, which was what my last vlog was about, and speeches, I'm going to edit my speech. It's the final revision, so. It is already 12 o'clock. We've got to pick up the pace. Although this was the official final edit, it was not my actual final edit. I did end up like cutting one of my sources and replacing it with the definition from Google because I was not ready to lie to myself and the judges that Freud was an actual creditable source. I did not just read this entire Mother Jones article and not find what I was looking for, only to realize that I just skipped over it and it's literally at the top of the page. I don't know if the total time to say this speech is 10 minutes or 7 minutes or however long it needs to be. I will presently be timing that, so give me a couple 10 minutes hopefully. Good news! My speech is roughly 11 minutes long. 11 minutes and 22 seconds if you count my like 15-second fumble trying to fix a very, very, very bad autocorrection. Look at the sleeping kitten. And since the other 2 pets have already gotten one, let's have an Oreo appreciation. It's usually Penny appreciation, where I make a random and cringy edit of my dog in the middle of the video, but let's have an Oreo appreciation. I am going to a Girl Scout thing, and we need a ladder so that we can climb over a fence. It is now 4 o'clock. It's kind of cloudy, that's why it's so dark. The next thing that I'm going to do is take a bath. Baths are very therapeutic to me. I like to make them super duper hot, but one time I made it too hot and I almost passed out from the heat after I got out. Not in the bathtub. That would be like absolutely terrible. I would have died. I'm just gonna knock these 2 things out of the park. I have a TikTok of what I eat in the day that I need to edit and post. And I also need to transfer some ideas that I had in my notebook to my notes app so I can keep track of them. But first, more tea, of course. I am absolutely exhausted. But I still need to write some short essays for a study abroad thing that I want to apply for. Let's do that now. There's so much to fill out, but it'll be worth it because I love traveling. So maybe I'll get to go, maybe. I did all like the short answers, but there are a couple, like 3 short essays that I have to do, and I really don't want to do those right now. I have no idea why I took a bath. They always make me so sleepy. So there are 2 things left on my to-do list: book edit and decide on novel. Decide on novel is going to be a little bit easier, so I'll do that first. I have been thinking about the book that I'm writing, and it's from many points of views, and I'm not getting what I want to get out of each of these points of views because I'm focusing on so many characters at once. So I thought to myself, what if I rewrite the whole book, except I write each character separately, so that I get a better feel of their arcs and them as a character, and therefore the reader can as well, and then I just piece them together at the end. And I think I'm gonna do that, and I don't know why it's even a decision at this point. Well, actually I do know, it's because I've rewritten this book, like, who knows how many times. That's the decision made. Let's just go check that off real quick. The last thing I need to do is book edit. Basically, I wrote a diary and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna just call this a book and then I'm gonna edit it so that I can sort of like get a feel of my own thoughts. That's really all that I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. And that concludes the video. I won't be doing conclusions because they seem a little pointless in this situation where this is my daily life and I didn't really learn anything from it. I hope to see you all in the next video. Remember to like and subscribe and comment down below what project you're working on. Atlas out.